Homemade fruit leathers. Oftentimes I find that the fruit leathers that I bought from the store is a little bit too sweet for my taste, and I also worry about the preservatives when giving the fruit leathers to the children. So I thought, why not make my own organic vegetables and fruit leathers where I can incorporate more vegetables and nutrients in there. I start out with a variety of fruits of my choice. Here I have some fruit that my children love to eat, and it can be mangoes, apples, oranges, and berries. Whatever fruit that you can find, even the fridge sometimes, leftovers. It'd be great just to add it in there. First, and then you have to then wash the fruit thoroughly to making sure everything is clean. I peel the apples, or you can leave it unpeeled. But what it makes important thing is I'm making sure that I cut them into smaller pieces so it'll be in a blender, and also making sure that they have some liquid to help with the blending process in the blender. Orange juice is a great choice for me because it's sweet. It also has a little bit of this flavor, citrus flavor. It's great. I also add in the orange zest sometimes as for extra flavor. But I also like to add a lot of root vegetables or other vegetables that may have more fiber and nutrients in there. In this case here, I have butternut squash, roasted butternut squash, and then I would have carrots, beets. In addition to the regular fruit that I have here, I have apples, mangoes, oranges for the juice and the zest. So again, it's just adding something that you like and making it delicious and sweet. I always like to involve the children in the process. Here I have the children using the blender to blend it. Now it is important to be safe, and safety has to become first. So you have to making sure that the children are supervised when using blender, and also making sure that they know the safety rules when it comes to using any kitchen equipment. You just blend all the fruit together with a blender. Here I'm using hand blender, but regular blender works equally well. And then after that, you would have fruit puree filled with fibers and nutrients ready to go. You can freeze it just like that. It'll taste good. You can eat it just like this, or you can make it into fruit leathers. Here I line some trays with parchment paper, and then I would then use it for the air drying methods when I drying the fruit leather up. But if you have a home heat dehydrator at home, you can also use a dehydrator for that. Same purposes. It'll work equally well. And then you would spread the fruit puree on the lined baking tray, making sure they're smooth and not too thick. So the key is to making sure that it just cover all the area of the tray, and you spread thinly. You bake for 200 degrees Fahrenheit, or the lowest you can go in the oven temperature because you're trying to dry it out, or at least 4 to 5 hours depending on the oven, your thickness of the fruit puree. But you don't want to make it too thick that it won't be drying, so making sure that the thickness has to be right. You have to experiment with it. I would always make a bigger batch. Children love the fruit leathers. I can also do it with a different puree, with different batches. I add different fruit, different experiment with it to see how sweet, how tart it is. Here I have the orange color one, the yellow color one that have butternut squash, mangoes, and yellow carrots. So it's just making, be creative. Whatever you like to add it in, you can't go wrong. Then I would have the homemade fruit leathers ready to go. With the big piece, you can roll them up. Here I cut them into little pieces, heart shapes, or even you can cut it into alphabets, whatever you like. Here for added crunch, sometimes I bake it in the oven for a few more extra hours so it becomes super crunchy, and that's just really great for crunch. So it won't be more like a leather, but it's more like a fruit chips because it's crunchy, and you can store the fruit chips in an airtight container. That is just super great. It doesn't last too long because from my home, so I don't know how long it will last if you store it up, but for my family, we eat it within a day or two. So that's how we go. It goes really quickly. And here you can roll it up and then tie it up and put it in the lunch bag for easy on the go snack. You can just grab it and eat it. You got the fibers in there, and it's just delicious. And here I'm just rolling it up and I tied it up with a kitchen string. It doesn't have to be done that way, but it's just more for fun. And here I would have it with, this one is the blueberries with the red beet with the raspberry as well. And you just same idea, but this is with the parchment, and I roll them up or just leave it as is, and then the children just love it. I also like to be creative, so I like to roll up the fruit roll up into this leather rolls, so that it's more for fun and for aesthetically appealing. And here I ran out of parchment paper, and I'm using foil, and it works equally well. And the reason I roll it so that it doesn't stick together. And here I make maple leaf cutout shape, and so that you can see the shape of maple leaf as a decoration for cake. And here I'm using it as a fruit leather as a wrap. So I'm wrapping up a banana and make it look like a sushi, banana sushi. And I'm just having here, it's just heart shape. We're just creating different things, having fun with the fruit leathers. We created a bug or a butterfly, whatever you like to call it, or a flower, just using the fruit leathers. And the children just love having fun with it. For me, there's no wrong or right. It's just you can make any delicious fruit leathers. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.